The Fathom Dweller is a mount that is secretly found within the Legion Remix game mode. This is what it looks like right over here, and you'll have to find a few secret items before you can unlock the purchase at Hemet Nessingwary's store. It should be around on page 3 once you do have it. Follow along with me in this video as I show you how to find each item and the order that you need to find them in so that you can unlock this mount. Now to start the secret, you have to go to the Broken Shore, and at the Broken Shore at the bottom section, right where I am right now, you're going to go to this location. You'll find there's an NPC over here. You're going to speak with Drakthul over here until pretty much he kind of tells you to go away. So go through his dialogue until he has nothing more to say and he just says, now go away. Once you've done this, we're going to go loot a very specific item. We'll then be making our way to this location over here. Now it's going to be next to this like half ship. I'll show you. It's going to be easier if you see where I am right now. So you're going to see the ship over there, and you're going to see we're going to fly like this under these rocks at that location. And you'll find that there is a small little cave that you can enter here with some like bone rib cage, like, you know, ribs sticking out. And right at the back here at the rib that sticks out in the middle, if you look on the ground, right over here blends in really nicely. Maybe I'm a little bit too bright and shiny, but if you look over here, there's like some sticks and some mud. You can interact with this and pick up the Weathered Relic. This is going to allow you to be able to pick up orbs that you need to pick up in a very specific order. So follow along with me. After you loot the Weathered Relic, you're going to return to Drakthul over here at this location, and you're going to keep speaking to him as he keeps telling you to go away after you show him the relic. So pretty much once he has no more dialogue options, every single time you keep speaking to him, you'll see like this, keep chatting to him, use all the options until eventually he doesn't have anything more to say. That is what you need before you can collect the next orbs. For the first orb location that you need to collect, and you do need to collect these in order, this one is located in Azuna, over here where I am right now. You'll see at this location. What it looks like here is you'll see some tents, but we're going to a cave hidden within a bush by this tree at this location. So fly up to this location. You'll see here, if you walk in here in these bushes, you can pretty much find a secret entrance into a cave. And inside the cave, there's going to be a fountain, and the orb will be here, and it should be clickable because that NPC had nothing more to say earlier on. You can now interact with it, and this will be the first orb that you need to attune yourself to. The second orb is found between Surmar and Stormheim, pretty much in this little pathway over here. You can see where I am right now. It's along this road. Right now where I am heading towards Stormheim, you should see this building ahead of you, but we're going to this big tree on the left-hand side. So this is directly located over here. If this helps you a bit more, you can see the coordinates at the top left of my screen all the time as well. There's a cave behind here. There's an NPC inside this room too. And just behind at the back of this room, in the back of this cave, is where the second orb is located that you can interact with. The third orb is located in Velshara at this location over here at the bottom left of the region. Specifically right over here. Can be a bit tricky to find as well, so have a look at my surroundings where I am right now. We're going to this tree that has a wisp flying around it. It also has some colored flowers in front of it too. So from the bottom over here, you can always just run up this section, go up here. This is what you're looking for. Once you find this with the little like flowers at the bottom, you're going to go into the bush here like this, and you'll see this is going to walk into a cave. And at the back of this cave here, you're going to see that the orb is going to be along this pathway. We're just going to go over these rocks down here into the back, and you'll find the orb is pretty much next to these little beds on the floor over here, and that's how you're going to interact with this one. The fourth orb is located in the ocean by the Broken Shore, right over here at this location. You're going to make your way to the water here. Try to stay within the map region, because if you go out, you're going to get the fatigue bar. So right at the curve of this little line, you're just going to get on a mount, or you're just going to swim downwards. Essentially, we're looking towards the southwest, as you can see, and you can see this section up in ahead of me. We have to go inside this as a cave. The cave entrance is just below it on the other end. It's quite easy to find, but the problem is you can see here your fatigue bar starts going up as soon as you cross this threshold. So you got to be kind of quick. You'll see as you go ahead below it, the cave entrance is just through this little opening right here. And then you can just make your way through. Once you get into the cave around, you know, just where the opening is, you will end up getting away from the fatigue area, so you'll be safe. So just do it quickly. Once you're up here and you're inside this cave, you'll see here at the tent to the back right is where you'll find the hungering orb on the ground, the fourth one that you need to interact with. The fifth orb is located in Azuna, right over here at this location, right here in the ley lines of this little ruined area right over here. I'll show you specifically where the cave entrance is because it's a bit tricky. So from where I am right now, you're going to fly into this like this. You're going to go straight to this little section where there's these trees and stuff. It's easier if you just follow from the outside like I did. And if you go in here in the gap, you'll find this is the entrance where the cave is, and you can pretty much just walk in. Inside the cave over here, if you look to the back left at this section over here, you'll find the Hungering Orb is within this like broken table and this like orb thing over here. That's how you can get this orb. For the 6th orb, we're going to the top right-hand side of Stormheim. Over here in this location, you can see here where, well, not even on the map in this case here, but it's right on the edge of this little cusp where you'll see there is a statue that's like half broken in the water. You'll be looking this direction on the map towards the top right, so northeast. From the section you'll swim down, there should be a toothless great white shark. You're just going to swim below it like this, and you should see there's a cave entrance right here underneath it. And we're just going to go swim down into this little entrance here. Just follow it as it goes until it opens up into a cave where you can proceed through. So we're going to go into this cave right here. I don't know why there's dead bodies here. It's interesting. But you'll see inside this cave, the orb is in the middle here. You're just going to have to wait for these geysers to go off and then go ahead and loot the Hungering Orb to get the 6th one. And that's how you can get it. The 7th orb is in High Mountain. So in High Mountain at this location just above Skyhorn, you're going to make your way to this location over here where I am right now. And at this location, you'll see this is what it looks like. It's on the side of the cliff here. There's a main cave. We're not taking the main cave. We're actually taking the cave to the right, the secret one, through the little bush. So through the bush here, we're just going to go through this opening. And inside this little cave is where you'll find the orb. The orb in particular is under the skeleton's head on the floor. Or that little corpse. So loot it under there. The 8th orb is in Azuna at this location over here. You're going to make your way to this spot. It's going to be just before the river on this side. I recommend going on the road where I am right now. At this location, you'll see that the waterfall, you should see it on the right. And over here at this perspective, we have the tree on our left. This is where we need to go into a secret cave that's pretty much in the bushes right here. You'll see if I jump in here, it goes into a cave. That's how you get in. And as we walk into this cave, we just keep heading down towards the middle. There will be a bush over here in the dead center here, this one. And you'll see just behind it, if we look around, you'll find the orb is like just hidden under that little bush over there. So get close enough and you should be able to click it and interact with the 8th orb. For the 9th orb, we're going to the zone, the Eye of Ashara, at the southern end of the Broken Isles. So at this location here, you're going to see we're out in the ocean at this location, at the bottom right. So at the bottom right here, you're just going to swim downwards. Now remember, this is the outside zone of Ashara. It's not in the dungeon, so make sure you don't go in the dungeon. You will see there is a ship at this location. You're going to go from this side at the, from the outside looking in. And you'll see if you swim at it from this angle over here, you can go through the kelp and you swim through it like this. Then you're going to swim upwards immediately as you go in. And you're going to go through the top like this, across, and then to the back left over here. You're just going to go through, just swim through the kelp here at the back. Then you're going to swim down just beyond the section and under this. And then from here, when you're in this little room, you're going to look to the left and you're going to see there's some kelp here facing towards the northwest. We're going to go through the kelp like this into the underwater cave, and this will bring you through into this section. And we can pretty much just go to the back right of this cave and you'll see the orb that we need to collect is over here in the little waterfall that we can go ahead and collect and click it. There we go. The 10th and final orb is an easy one to get. It's on the Broken Shore. So it's pretty much where Drakthul was at the beginning of the start of this secret. So right here at this location again, you'll find him and you'll find the orb on the table by his little setup over here. You're going to interact with this one. If you've done this correctly, he will say that he's pretty much, free of the whispers and stuff. And that's how you know you've done the secret correctly. You can now make your way back to the Infinite Bazaar, to Hemet Nessingwary, who sells the mounts. And you'll see here at the beginning of page 3, you can spend 20,000 bronze to buy the Fathom Dweller mount from the vendor, just like such. And that is how you're going to learn this mount. Now, this is a underwater mount, so it's used for swimming. It cannot be used for flying or anything else. So that's pretty much how you get this secret special mount. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thank you so much for watching.